So, welcome to another video. This is sadly the second attempt of this video, because on the first attempt, on the first try, it was just showing the preview and I thought it was recording, so yeah, I just finished the video and I noticed that it was just a preview and not the recording function, so yeah. So in this video I want to talk about the 3 skills that CSGO players lack the most, at least from my experience and yeah, from what I have noticed when playing in teams, playing against teams and playing pucks. So first of all, I want to talk about the 3 skill sets, and at the end of the video I will tell you how to improve them or how you could improve them, at least in my opinion. So first of all, the first point is map awareness. And what I mean by map awareness is basically just knowing where your teammates are, where your teammates were 5 seconds, 10 seconds ago, and you can, yeah, get a lot of informations by doing that. So for example, when you're like sitting in banana and you see your teammates are like sitting here on second mid, and then you see like 20 seconds later they're like already here or already here in boiler, you get a lot of information. So you know, okay, apps is clear, they've probably get control about of like this area and this area. And when you have people in mid and you see them, okay, they're already in this area, then you know, okay, they've probably control this area and this area, so this whole area is under control. So this tells you a lot, and this can make your decision making a lot better without even talking to your teammates. Because when you're like sitting here and you think like, okay, I'm ready to make a B hit, but you see your teammates are like sitting in these positions, then you know, okay, I probably can't do this because we don't have control of apps, and it's pretty bad to do a B hit then, because you don't know where the cities are playing from. They could like already be here and say like, okay, it's probably not A, guys, rotate all to B, and then you run B into a stack. So map awareness is basically just watching the minimap and knowing where your players are, where your players were, and keeping track of your teammates. So that's basically about map awareness. So the second point is map knowledge. This is a little bit more complicated in my opinion, because in my opinion what map knowledge is, it's basically knowing the map layout and knowing what specific areas make the specific map kind of unique, and what are the very important areas of every single map. So for example, on Inferno it's upper mid, halls, and banana. So these are the 3 important areas of this map, of this map, and you should understand how to take control of them when you need control of them, what you can do with it when you have control of them, when it's important to take control of them, when you don't have to take control of them, and stuff like that. That's really, map knowledge in my opinion. Knowing what's important, what areas are important on every single map. So the last point in my opinion is timing. And for me, there are two types of timing. It's micro timing and macro timing. So let me quickly explain to you what micro and macro play in my opinion is. So for my understanding, micro play is what angle you choose, what specific position you play. Are you playing second oranges? Are you playing new boxes? What kind of flash you use? Are you flashing like this? Are you flashing like this? Stuff like this. This is micro play in my opinion. And macro play is how your players move around the map. So you can analyze macro play just by watching the minimap and just by seeing how the players are moving, what areas they take control of, what they do after they took control of specific areas. So That's basically macro play in my opinion. And now to come back to my point, which was timing. Micro timing in my opinion is, for example, when you have a guy like playing spools and he's just playing a defensive angle like this, and he, like, let's say he spots someone pushing up the side, trying to kill him, checking first oranges, then it's the right timing for this guy to fly out and just kill them from the side. So that's micro timing in my opinion, just when you're playing crossfires and stuff like that. And macro timing is a little bit more complicated, and I think it's the most difficult skill to learn and to master. Because what I mean by macro timing is, for example, you're like playing up a banana, or you have teammates playing up a banana, and they make it look like you're going B, so they smoke off CT, they throw thumbs flashes, and then they put pressure on to the B guys. So now when you're playing upper mid, you have this little window, timing window I guess, where you can push up mid. So it's really important to understand how the CTs are playing, and you should figure this out at the beginning of the half. So you should probably make it, like, for example, look like you're in B, and then you need to figure out how are the CTs reacting. Are they pushing to make sure that it's really a B hit and to like clear this kind of area, or are they falling back and rotating really fast? Because this changes how you will play. So if they're falling back, you have this little like really short timing window where like your teammates are faking B, and then you can sneak up here and try to get into position like this, and they're like, okay, my teammates called it's B, I'm rotating, and now they call, oh, it's probably not B, or it's maybe not B, then they fall back, and they won't expect you in a position like here, or maybe already here, and very often you will catch someone with a knife, or maybe not with the knife, but not being prepared for you to be in this kind of position, for example. And if they're playing aggressively, like checking mid, then you have two options. You can either go for the aim duel, or you could just hide and make them like feel comfortable. They think, okay, I've checked mid, so it's probably B. You have like two options then. Maybe they push down and you can just get a free kill on them, or you hear them running back, and then a next like timing window opens up for you where you can push behind them. So I recommend to you that you try to find this out at the beginning of the half, so you like maybe throw a smoke on CT, just make it look like you're going B, and then you try to figure out how the players on A are reacting. And when you're playing on lower elo, probably people won't play it that smart, so they will do weird things, like maybe you're trying to go B and then they will sit like here for 30 more seconds, just camp in this little corner. So when you're playing on lower elo, you should try to watch demos from pro players. So now we'll come to how you can improve on these specific skills. So map awareness is pretty simple. You go to a match and you say your headset just broke, because then they don't flame you like, why are you playing without a headset with no microphone and stuff like that. You just say your headset broke. And what you do then, you type in voice enable 0. So now you can't hear them and you can't speak to them. So now you might say, okay, communication is a big part of the game. Yeah, it is, and you will probably lose some matches because you didn't hear what they said and stuff like that. But now, what do you have left? It's your minimap. All you have left now is your minimap. And you should check out, like, where are my teammates? Where were my teammates 5-10 seconds ago? What is most likely to happen based off the positioning from my teammates. So like you have 4 teammates upper banana, okay. When you're like playing an A lurk or something like that, you know, okay, they're probably going B. Now, when you're playing on banana and you have people that are like here, for example, sitting here or still in this area, and then 20 seconds later they're already like very close here and like 2 guys are upper mid, then you know, okay, they're probably going A or trying to take control of this area right here, of this top mid area. So just by like looking on your minimap, you can figure out what is most likely to happen and what is going through the minds of your teammates. Obviously, as I said, when you're playing on a lower level, this is a lot harder, and you should, yeah, watch pro demos. But when you're playing like 100 matches, you will figure out like what's the average decision or what's most likely to happen from from these situations when, like, for example, your teammates are top mid and stuff like that. What is most likely to happen then? And it really allows you to have a better understanding what's going on the map, and it minimizes your communication. I see, it's quite funny, I see this a lot. People that have really bad map awareness, they talk a lot. You know why? Because they can't keep track of their teammates, and they can't, like, analyze what their teammates are doing just by watching on a minimap. They don't, can keep track of their teammates, so they can't figure out what's going on in this round. So this is something that, it's kind of funny, because people talk so much and they think it's so good to talk so much, but when you have good map awareness, you don't need to talk so much, and you can ask specific questions. You see the guys top banana, and you say like, okay, you guys are probably going B, what you guys want me to do? So you can ask specific questions just by having a good understanding of the map, or just having a good map awareness. So the next point was map knowledge, and map knowledge is a little bit harder to improve. I think the best way is watching pro demos and really focusing on the minimap. What is going on the minimap? Where are the players? What are the players doing when they're like going B? Where are the other players? Where were the players before? What areas did they take control of before they like did the B hit or stuff like that? Like really focusing on the minimap and not so much on the specific point of view of the single players. And when you try to improve your timing, I think there are 2 good tips. Like, you should watch demos as well, and then you should focus more towards the POV and what is the specific player doing. And the second thing is like watching demos from your own matches, but from the enemy's perspective. So you watch like this player, for example. And obviously, as I said, when you're playing on lower elo, this is a little bit more difficult, because sometimes they will just have like really bad decision making and do stupid things. But if you're like playing on lower elo, you should just watch demos from players that are like better than you. Not necessarily pro matches. You could also just watch demos from, for example, Face It, and you could watch FPL demos or like master tier demos, where people have a better understanding of Counter-Strike, and they have a lot better decision making. So you could watch these demos, or what you could do when you're playing on a reasonable level, you could watch the demo from like this player right here, and you could see, did you time it correctly? did I die because he did like a stupid move, because he like went like here in a circle and then your timing was bad? Or was it just because, yeah, you hit the wrong timing or you didn't time it correctly? And when you're like doing this 100 times, you will figure out what's like the average reaction, what's the reaction that, or what is the thing that is most likely to happen, what is the play the CT is most likely to do. So you will figure that out by watching a lot of your own demos, or watching a lot of the demos from your own games, but checking out the enemy's perspective. So this can help you a lot, I think. So this is pretty much for the video. It was a little bit longer than I expected, but I really think these are the 3 skills that players like the most. And if you think there are skills that, or is a specific skill set that players also, yeah, need to improve on, something that you see that people are really bad at or not so good at least, let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, I think that's it for the video, and I see you guys next time. Bye.